Gerald Comissiong, the CEO of Todos Medical. We are now moving on to another presentation. We're going to stick to the schedule. We are bringing on the COO of Phunware, Randall Crowder. Randall, how we doing?
I'm doing well, Michael. What's going on?
Dude, it's good. It's been a minute. It's great to see you again. How's the arm and shoulder
changed.
doing?
It's nothing. Phunware, same old company. No big deal.
Nothing crazy at all going on, right? Normal life, yeah. How's the arm? How's the shoulder? I know you had surgery a while back.
You can see the scar, but
I see
I'm
the
mobile,
bicep.
I'm ready to go.
Looking huge, man. Not even a problem.
I'm trying to keep up with you. Come on.
I got you, man. I got you. Hey, listen, very excited. Obviously, we've got a very excited audience. We have some questions. We have some talking points. We have some stuff to talk about, but we're also going to take care of business,
how
right?
I want to just ruin the lives of all people trying to short sell Phunware? Is that what you're going to ask me? How am I going to just ruin their lives?
Who shared my notes with you, man? Who gave you a prep call of my script? That's exactly what we're going to ask. No, listen,
Look,
we're going to take
company. We're a mobile engagement company. I'm listening in on you. I know everything about you, more than you know about yourself.
Listen, we're going to take care of business. We've got a presentation. We've got the questions. We're going to chat, man, but we have your presentation. We're going to do what we came here to do. We're going to run through this presentation, and then you and I are going to chat.
Let's do it. All right, I'm going to jump right in. This is the agenda. Getting right out of the gate, let's think about bottom line up front, snapshot of Phunware. Where are we at today? A lot has changed. So balance sheet, $66 million cash on hand. No new offerings. Obviously, everybody wants to know about dilution. I'm not taking any calls from institutional investors right now. We're here to, really just get going and scale the business from here. We've already put out some revenue guidance. A lot of people missed that over the last, probably week of excitement. Q2 to Q3, 50% growth. Q3 to Q4, 100% growth. A lot of people were waiting for that trajectory to start going up and to the right. I think we're there. Really excited about next year. Indirect channel activation. We're working with billion-dollar companies. We're integrating our software into their solutions. We're leveraging their distribution networks, their sales teams. That's how we really begin to scale in the coming years. Really excited about that. Blockchain ecosystem. Who doesn't love crypto right now? We're probably one of, if not the only public company commercializing a consumer-facing crypto-enabled ecosystem. That's live. Go download PhunWallet on iOS and Android. PhunCoin is just around the corner with our partner Securitize. PhunToken available for purchase right now. buy.phuntoken.com. Really excited about that. I'll talk about that at the end of the presentation. Some new research coverage. Again, it's all about how do we get in front of more investors, more shareholders, spread the story, talk about what we're doing. Excited to have, Roth Capital, AC Wainwright covering us. And then a lot of great new IRS initiatives, really trying to get the international audience, raise the purview of Phunware, get in front of as many people as possible. And we're seeing, the results of that in the market. A lot of really strong price appreciation, great volume and liquidity. So we're really excited about what happens next. But for the people who kind of came here, oh, by the way, we did 24X in 24 hours, but come for the memes, stay for the future, learn about the company. We are not, some dinosaur company trying to commercialize a business model, 10 years ago. We're the future of mobile engagement. And so learn about Phunware, learn about what we do. And I'll give you a quick high level overview right now. So we got our start back in 2009. We helped large brands transition off of web onto mobile. We built the first NFL app, the first NASCAR app, most of Fox's mobile application portfolio, Sochi Olympics, CW, you name it, passion verticals. It was all about fan engagement. How do you establish a mobile presence and try to reach customers? That's what we dominated. And so we were effectively a digital agency, but we wanted to take all of that knowledge, everything that we knew about mobile, and we wanted to actually usher in the next transformation. And that's literally digital transformation. It's no longer good enough just to have a mobile application. What do you do with that mobile application? Don't think about that phone in your pocket as a big screen to consume content. Think about it like a mobile computer, always connected to a network, always connected to a human. And now that's an anchor for brands to reach you. And that's what we're doing right now. And that's what's really exciting. So if you've seen Minority Report with Tom Cruise, that's what it is. How do you get the right content to the right screen, to the right person at the right time in the right place? That's digital transformation. And we make that a reality. Instead of a retina scan, we just use your mobile device. The problem is, a lot of people didn't know this was such a must-have. COVID has made it a must-have. It's truncated the adoption curve by, people estimate, 5 to 7 years. The challenge is we live in a very connected world, but we're disconnected from it. So if you think about the last time you went into a grocery store, maybe you cross an RF signal to open a door, maybe you swipe a credit card to leave, but technology doesn't really serve you because it's really easy to show in CGI, like in Minority Report or Back to the Future when the shark almost eats Michael J. Fox. But it's really hard to do in the real world. And so that's what we set about doing. How do we create this bridge from IoT to digital transformation with a unique software layer you can kind of think of as the Internet of Experiences? That's what multi-screen as a service, or MaaS for short, does. How do I get the right content to the right customer on the right screen at the right time in the right place? And even more cool is the business model that allows us to do this. So just like you might standardize on AWS for your infrastructure cloud, we want people to standardize on MaaS for their mobile cloud. So literally with our platform, you can get 75% gross margins, whereas most digital agencies are only looking at 20 to 30%. Our shareholders should love that. But even more importantly, our customers get the benefit of this 24/7 mobile cloud ecosystem. So every time Apple and Google decide to change something, they don't have to worry about their app failing. We're always there with them, always there supporting them. And that's really exciting for the customers that we're targeting now. So even though we got our start in the passion verticals, where we see a lot of exciting customers right now, hospitals, smart spaces, think retail, hotels, corporate campuses looking to return to work. Anywhere you want to tech enable a complex journey in the real world, that's where we shine. And of course, everybody's excited about what we're doing in politics, what we did with the Trump administration in 2020, what we're doing going forward. We own that code. And so really looking at how can Phunware enable politics. Tune in next Wednesday. I'll be talking to our new board member, former Congressman Ryan Costello, and we'll dive deep into everything we're doing in politics. That's going to be really exciting. Obviously, a lot of people are thinking about that right now. But thinking about what we do today, nobody has probably not experienced this. Standing in line at a hotel waiting for your check-in keys. We want to totally reimagine this experience. For us, you use our system. The minute you show up in the lobby, we're going to send you your keys directly to your phone. You're going to use your phone to access the elevator, use your phone to access the hotel room. You can use the mobile application as a mobile concierge for your entire experience. Find your way around the resort, book amenities, discover things you didn't even know the resort had. We're working with Atlantis in the Bahamas. We work with Wynn in Vegas and Boston. You can even use your phone to order food or drink anywhere you are on property. So everybody knows playing blackjack, you're craning your neck around, looking for somebody, looking for the waiter. Now you don't have to worry about that. Order it from your phone. You change gaming stations, they're still going to find you. That's the idea of contextual engagement. Same thing with hospitals. If you show up at a hospital and you need a wheelchair, that wheelchair should be waiting for you. But how does that happen? You need a system like ours that ties everything together and creates that contextual engagement opportunity. Same thing with Smart Workplace. Everybody's thinking about returning to work. We have a massive implementation rolling out this quarter at Norfolk Southern, one of the largest railway operators in the world. And what's really cool about that is don't think about Phunware as one app to replace them all. We're one app to rule them all. All of these spaces have vendors they work with, from parking management to vendor credentialing to access control to maintenance requests. They use Microsoft Teams for a lot of their AV and their virtual meetings. So we integrate all of that into a seamless mobile experience. And so it's one app to rule them all, and it allows them to have a single seamless mobile experience, one single one single sign-on, and one procurement relationship. That's the future, how people are going to enable these smart spaces, and that's what our platform was designed to do, to bring that all under one umbrella, which is really exciting. And so don't think about us like a digital agency. That's what we did. That's not what we do. We're also not really competing with the SAPs of the world. A lot of the customers that we talk to don't have large in-house engineering teams to manage an instance of SAP or Oracle. They don't want it. They want to license software just like they would license a CRM from Salesforce. And so we see some point solutions. Again, we're not even that. There'll be people that play in healthcare or only play in analytics or only do the mobile app or only do location services. We do it all. It's out of the box and it just works. So our most likely competitor is actually going to be someone like an Accenture, a consulting firm, who then goes out and tries to cobble together a bunch of point solutions and bring them all together, usually over budget. They're not meant to be interoperable. Nobody likes it. Everybody's unhappy. So Phunware really is the answer. When you're thinking about licensing mobile software, you want it to work. You want it to work out of the box, and you don't want to spend a year trying to figure out how to make it all work. That's why people come to us. And the cool thing about how we built our platform is we can serve different types of customers. Some customers already have a mobile app. So our partnership with Carrier, they've already got a flagship mobile app. They wanted our location software. We deploy that, integrate that through a software development kit. They don't have to change customer behavior. They don't have to install new apps. They don't have to market new apps. Our features just make their app better. There's other folks who actually want our stuff white labeled off the shelf. So we announced Cox Enterprises, one of the largest carriers, if not the largest private carrier in the world. They want to get into healthcare. They're licensing our healthcare solution. HID dominates the smart lock space. They wanted to basically get into smart workplace solutions. They're licensing our smart workplace solution. So we can either serve customers that want it off the shelf, or they can do it themselves. And that's the beauty of having a platform in place. But I would say for the ones that want to do it and do it themselves, they come to us for our location software. I'll put our location software up against anybody on the planet. We'll beat them, I guarantee you. So just like you can find a mobile device outdoors using GPS, what do you do when you go inside? You can't engage what you can't locate. So our location software allows us to take all that signal strength inside. It doesn't matter who the hardware is. I don't care if you're Cisco, Aruba, beacons, Bluetooth, whatever it is, we take all of that and we create a location framework around that. We can identify you in time and space. Doesn't matter what floor you're on, doesn't matter where you are, doesn't matter if you're running in circles. We give you a real-time blue dot. So it's high precision indoor positioning. That is a competitive advantage. It's almost unbeatable. We beat Google for Kaiser Permanente's business. No joke. We did it on a cruise ship when 5 other vendors failed. And so we are very good at doing this. And anytime you want to create a smart building, you're going to have location as a part of it. So that is a huge competitive advantage for Phunware. People should be paying attention to that. And again, a lot of people already are. We've worked with some of the most recognizable brands on the planet. We are not a startup. We have been doing this longer than most people. We actually were doing this before the App Store even became a thing. And so you'll recognize a lot of these brands, but what excites me even more is this slide. We want to become, and we are in the process of becoming, an indirect channel company. So like an Atlassian or a Twilio. So I don't want to build out a massive sales force. I want to be like Microsoft Office. I want to sell the computer and phone companies once, and every time they sell a computer or phone, we support, we make money. So all of these partners have much larger distribution networks, much better access to customers. And so we're integrating or white labeling into their ecosystems. And that's how we really scale from here and scale in a big way. And so really excited about that. Blockchain, a lot of people are excited about that. You know, we've been doing mobile for a long time. You start to collect a lot of data. So we already have over a petabyte of data operating at scale. Our platform sees about 1 billion active devices every month. We've created over 15 billion with a B Phunware IDs. So all this information about a user. What a really great platform to build a blockchain-enabled ecosystem on. So what we've done, everything I described to you so far is this concept of MaaS, multi-screen as a service. That's what we sell, enterprise software, fully commercialized, industry agnostic. We've got customers all over the world. PhunCoin is a regulated security token, this concept of owning your data. Right now, Facebook and Google own your data. They sell it all the time. It's like, I show up on your land, I drill a rig, start pulling oil out of the ground, and making a killing, and you're like, wait a minute, that's my land. And I'm like, quiet down. I spent all the money on the rig. I'm going to take all the money. You're like, yeah, but it's my land. This doesn't feel right. That's what they're doing to your data. So with PhunCoin, we want to change all that. Every time we sell data, we want to compensate you for that. That's this idea of PhunCoin. But you're also engaging with brands. Every time you click something, share something, refer something, watch something, you're engaging with brands. And that's what we want to value with PhunToken. So it's kind of like a white labeled rewards program where we can actually reward you for engaging. So if you think about PhunCoin as the gold mine, the value of your data, PhunToken is going to be picks and shovels. They're both valuable in their own right, and there's a correlation there, but there's a really great symbiotic relationship to that. So I love all the awareness that our stock is driven, the appreciation is driven, and a lot of people are now learning about what we're doing in crypto, and that's even more exciting. And again, like I said at the beginning of the presentation, you can download Phun Wallet right now on iOS or Android, get started both earning PhunToken, custodying your PhunToken. And there'll be a lot more opportunities as we kind of roll out more feature sets. And so, let's stop this idea of exploiting data. Let's put users back in control. And that's what we're doing. So if mass is this idea of doing contextual engagement, now let's incentivize that contextual engagement, which is really exciting. And so to kind of close that out, to give you an example, I mentioned a cruise ship. I want to identify devices around a port because I know I want to get information to them. I'm going to buy data in order to identify those devices. That's PHUN. Now that I know the devices, I want to put really rich media in front of. I want to introduce infomercial-like capability at the point of sale. I'm going to actually compensate you in PHUN token. But what's cool is, look at that. It says earn cruise coin. Because we actually deploy our software through software development kits, it allows the brands to white label it. So they can call it whatever they want. To the user, they can stay on brand, even though to a blockchain, it's still PHUN token. So they call it cruise coin in this example. You watch that video, now you're looking at people swimming with pigs in the Bahamas or zip lining in the jungle, and you get rewarded for just watching the video. And you can spend that money, in the casino, but you can also earn more dwell time monitoring. You're 60 minutes in the casino, you start earning more cruise coin. And so it's a really exciting new blockchain-enabled ecosystem built around not only verifying engagement, but incentivizing contextual engagement. And so in closing, so I leave some time for some questions. Phunware is the right company in the right space with the right solution, led by the right team to change the world. $66 million in cash, no new offerings, 50% growth in Q3, 100% plus growth in Q4, billion-dollar companies trusting and partnering with Phunware, first of its kind blockchain ecosystem. I'm gonna put a hurting on shorts. What we got, Michael? We got some questions?
Randall, dude, we're running so tight on time. I don't know if we have any time for questions here.
Hopefully I answered
I'm
it all.
just kidding.
Oh, man.
We're never going to do that.
I tried to
Go
get through in 15 minutes. I got pretty close.
No, that was perfect. We've got time. Listen, Randall, elephant in the room. Before we run, guys, get some likes on there. Spencer Israel is pushing me to get likes. I'm going to hear shit from Spencer the rest of the day if I don't get some likes on here. Let's get some likes for Randall. Let's get some conversation going. Randall, elephant in the room. Talk to us about what happened the last couple of weeks. It's been crazy. Run us through it. What are the details?
And we've known each other before, Michael, and I talked about this, and I'm gonna tell people again right now. I told people that $1 was absurd for Phunware, and I told people if they're not building a position at this level, I don't know how to help you here. And the reason is because our stock moves, and it moves fast. This isn't the first time we've been a top gainer on NASDAQ in volume or price appreciation. It's happened before multiple times. And so every time that happens now, it feeds on itself. It's exponential. So we put out revenue guidance, we acquire a company, and then, all of a sudden, you have all this stuff tied to the political, ecosphere, and it's just, it feeds on itself. And so I don't think this will be the last time it happens. I love getting the emails and the responses from people who are like, I just made $1 million on your stock in a day. And I'm like, you're welcome. And I have a lot of people calling me going, I remember when you told me, I'm glad I listened. I'm telling you right now, we're undervalued. And we're sitting on $66 million in cash. We have great revenue growth through Q4, all the opportunities in the world. We haven't even begun to give guidance on what we're doing with indirect channel partners. So Carrier, a $20 billion company traded on the New York Stock Exchange, is not going to just do an integration with little old Phunware, just because they want to try it. You know what goes into integrating software into a $20 billion company's flagship product for one of their flagship strategies? A lot. And so what happens to that in 2022? We haven't even begun to provide revenue guidance on that. We haven't done any revenue guidance in terms of what we can sell through cryptocurrency. So people need to be paying attention to what we're doing right now. We have an incredible, just coil spring, and anytime we put out news, people pay attention. We would probably spend $20 million on the kind of commercial that would have gotten the awareness that we got over the last week. So what happens next? What happens the next time something, pops off with our stock? Hold on tight.
We'll see, right? We're gonna keep an eye on it. I'm gonna throw it there direct. Okay, I'm gonna come at this as directly as I know how.
All right.
What was the news? Was it the Carrier acquisition? What was it that caused that massive movement last week? What are you gonna tell us? What was the thing? What was the news piece that was brought out?
So I mean, and I'll be direct. Because we're obviously going to comply with Reg FD, but we also got to comply with our partners. We don't talk about the customers or partners that we're working with. Sometimes it's actually written into the contract that we can't. And so I know there's a lot of speculation. I know there's a lot of going on. I wish I could do more to kind of be more direct around that, but we've got to comply with Reg FD. We've got to do everything the right way. If people are looking to learn a little bit more about what we're doing in the political sphere, I would definitely encourage them. Benzinga, thank you to the team at Benzinga, is going to host a call next Wednesday with our new board member, Ryan Costello, former congressman. That should be an exciting call, and we'll dive a little bit deeper into kind of how we enable politics with our platform. But I hope it's a lot. I hope people are excited about the revenue guidance. I hope they're excited about the acquisition. I hope they're excited about our indirect channel partnerships. I hope they're excited about our blockchain ecosystem. There's a lot to be excited about. I hope there's a little bit for everybody. But I appreciate the meme generation. I don't want to be a meme stock. We're a real company doing huge things. You had 10 years to invest in Amazon below $100. They were building an unbeatable competitive advantage to deliver on-demand cloud services and on-demand goods and services. You had 10 years and nobody paid attention to them. And now everybody wishes they would have invested. I told people they should invest in Phunware at $1. I'm telling you right now, under $5 is a steal. Watch what we do next.
Hey, you know what? That's all we can say. Rules are there for a reason, right? You can't say certain things. We get that. Randall, it's been fun. And listen, this is a tease, right? You said it, and I'm going to plug it again right here. We're going to have a live discussion, a live fireside chat with you and Ryan Costello next week on Wednesday. It's going to be on Benzinga. We're going to be discussing deeper, talking about some things with Randall. Make sure you're there. You don't want to miss that discussion. But Randall, it's been fun, man. It's always a pleasure when you join us. Thanks for being here.
With a PH, Michael. Till next time.
Thanks, Randall. Take care.